Part 1. Why did the ancients say the highest realm of life is loneliness? From birth, each of us is an independent being. No one can accompany you throughout your entire life. They can only be with you for a certain period. Therefore, everyone experiences loneliness at times. It is a journey without companions, a night sky without stars. It leaves the empty-hearted feeling lonely, but it allows the wise to become deeply contemplative. In the Tao of Heaven, Zhuangzi said, emptiness, stillness, calmness, indifference, silence, and non-action are the roots of all things. According to Zhuangzi, loneliness is the root of everything, and only in solitude can people truly understand life and themselves. This is why the ancient sages often found themselves alone. In every era, some individuals follow their hearts and spend their lives thinking and doing things in solitude until the day they peacefully pass away. 1. Loneliness is a high place, and high places are often cold. Those who have been to Tibet often speak of the snow-covered plateau, where one faces towering peaks and eternal glaciers. Here, people can experience both awe-inspiring dreams and terrifying mysteries. Wandering in high places, you can enjoy breathtaking landscapes. Solitude will surround you, allowing you to experience a different life. Zhuangzi said, work when the sun rises, rest when the sun sets, and enjoy yourself between heaven and earth. 2. Loneliness is a form of detachment. Loneliness is often our choice, a state where we don't follow the crowd, envy the world's prosperity, or praise its hustle and bustle. Instead, we find comfort and peace in our own world. We come into this world with nothing and leave with nothing, so no matter how life unfolds, loneliness is inevitable. Liang Qiyu once said, loneliness is a kind of happiness. Loneliness can bring a state of serenity and leisure, where the mountains are silent and all things are still in the rain. In Drink Wine, Poem 5, there's a verse with a distant heart. One naturally finds peace in remote places. Loneliness allows us to live more effectively, pursuing inner purity in a rich spiritual life. Loneliness is like a light-hearted journey, undistracted by thoughts, passing through thousands of flowers, without a leaf touching the body. Every encounter in life is like the 4 seasons winds, and after the storms, we remain our true selves. 3. Loneliness is the highest enjoyment in life. Only by enjoying loneliness can the mind's dirt be cleansed, its impurities washed away, and positive thoughts cultivated. Thus, enjoying loneliness is a way to understand life. Zhuangzi said, when ascending high and descending low, harmonizing with everything, viewing things as they are without being ensnared by them, how can one be entangled? In the Western Jin dynasty, there was a man named Jie Tong in the south of the Yangtze River. He was skilled in poetry and literature, extremely intelligent, and had many opportunities to pursue an official career. However, he chose to live a simple life instead. The Grand Commander Jia Chong saw Jie Tong's talent and wanted to appoint him as an official, but Jie Tong politely refused. Unwilling to accept this, Jia Chong sent a grand procession of troops and carriages past Jie Tong, who remained indifferent to the display of opulence before him. The commander then gathered a group of charming beauties to sing and dance before Jie Tong, but he stood unmoved. Witnessing this, Commander Jia Chong remarked, "How strange! He is truly a wooden man with a heart of stone." Later, the idiom wooden man with a stone heart came to describe someone with steadfast resolve, unaffected by external influences. In the late Ming and early Qing dynasty, a book titled The Folly of Humanity vividly described human desires. All day long, people toil to stave off hunger. Once full, they think of clothing. With enough food and clothing, they desire a beautiful wife. After marrying a beautiful wife and having children, they lament the lack of land and wealth, once they own vast fields. They bemoan the absence of carriages and horses. With abundant livestock, they resent the lack of official titles and the contempt of others. Becoming a county magistrate, they disdain the minor post, longing for a higher rank in court. If people's desires were ever fully satisfied, it would be nothing more than a fleeting dream. 4. Only by enduring loneliness can one retain their youth. Only by enduring loneliness can one achieve balance, remaining unaffected by life's favor or harsh criticism, making all the difference. By enduring loneliness, you can focus on what you truly love without blaming others, belittling yourself, or changing your mind. You continue toward your goals and succeed. However, all successful people often spend time alone, unsupported and unaided. This period is crucial for surpassing personal limits, like the darkness before dawn. Once overcome, the skies will clear. Someone once asked a Zen master, what should a carp do if it can't leap over the dragon gate? The Zen master replied, cultivate oneself in the cold depths. The person asked, and if the carp leaps over the dragon gate? The master answered, if it leaps over, it becomes a dragon, soaring into the sky, leaving other fish far behind. The person inquired further, and then what? The Zen master replied, when a dragon flies among the clouds, it brings rain to nourish the world. Everyone has their circumstances. In adversity, you must endure loneliness. Facing life's challenges, losses, suffering, disadvantages, or benefits, can one respond with kindness? If so, they will one day transform like the carp becoming a dragon. In the Jin dynasty, Lu Ji's ode to the fierce tiger said, though thirsty, I do not drink from the Tao spring though hot. I do not rest in the poison tree's shade. Only by maintaining calm and poise toward immediate desires can you appreciate the profound joy of loneliness. The highest realm, a calm mind, generates wisdom. In life, those with a peaceful heart and stable temperament can rejoice without gaining and mourn without losing. They remain unprovoked by insults and unafraid of urgent matters. They can adapt, calm in loss, indifferent in gain. Such people possess broad hearts, unaffected by trivial disputes. Thus, a calm mind like water is a manifestation of wisdom. It's said that calmness is a blessing. All of life's troubles stem from desires, ambitions, and unrest. The allure of material things, fame, fortune, and love entrap people. In ancient times, many literati reached the state of a calm mind like water. Lai Bai drank wine under the moon. Tao Yuanming tilled the earth and grew chrysanthemums. In life, many desire spiritual peace, but few realize that purity and calmness are intimately connected. When a person's spirit is calm, their wisdom flourishes. Conversely, when the mind is anxious, wisdom cannot arise. In the novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms, after Zhu Zhiliang lost the Battle of Jiading, he learned that Sima Yi Lai led a 150,000-strong army to attack Xijing. Zhu Zhiliang only had 2,500 soldiers to defend the city. Yet he remained calm, leading 2 attendants to play the zither at the city gate. When Sima Yi arrived with his troops, he was puzzled by the scene and listened to Zhu Zhiliang's serene music for a while before ordering a retreat. Zhu Zhiliang's calm and composed zither playing intimidated Sima Yi into withdrawing. This is known as not changing one's countenance in the face of Mount Tai's collapse. Such extraordinary composure is beyond the ordinary person's reach. Ordinary people feel deeply disappointed in failure, hurt when wronged, and confused by material temptations. They are angry when betrayed and terrified when faced with life and death choices. These reactions reveal a lack of calmness and inadequate cultivation. The truly enlightened do not despair in adversity, panic in crises, or fear danger. They respond with smiles to slander and compassion to betrayal. No matter what happens, they remain calm and serene, a calm mind like water. Only by understanding life's essence can one attain such tranquility. Laozi said the highest good is like water. Confucius also said the wise delight in water, and the benevolent delight in mountains. Water possesses many great qualities for people to learn from. A calm mind like water allows the spirit to reach the utmost purity, elevating character and fostering compassion. Those who cultivate the state of a calm mind like water have pure lotus flowers blooming within their hearts, and have attained the Tao. Part 2. Living quietly. Many members of the group who prefer to live quietly often possess great capabilities. Dear friends, can you distinguish who among the crowd is exceptional and who is ordinary? In reality, this isn't easy. The most powerful people are often the quiet ones, making them hard to detect. In life, we often encounter those who like to show off and speak arrogantly because they fear others won't notice them or their achievements. This is why they often boast and exaggerate small things. In fact, this only makes others find them less humorous. The more someone likes to show off, the more it indicates they lack something inside. Truly formidable individuals don't concern themselves with these things. They have rich and calm inner lives. Quiet people tend to be good listeners and blend into the crowd. They know their limits and understand what they need to do to become stronger each day. As the saying goes, truly wise people don't reveal their true selves to others. With a little attention, you can see the differences in these individuals. Some people boast to friends about their skills, strength, and connections. But when friends ask for help, they find these boasts aren't true. This happens because they are too loud, inflating themselves. They crave praise and attention from others. In a crowd, those who are the most silent are often the most capable, independent, and skilled. Quiet individuals may not stand out, but they have a strong and rich inner life, making them feel unyielding. A glance from them can reveal their exceptional nature. In life, we often meet people who refuse to back down even in the smallest matters. When they encounter differing opinions, they quickly express their own, dismissing others to show their understanding and capability. They may feel this way, but others only grow more dismissive, leading to fewer people wanting to engage with them because they don't respect or value others. An old saying goes, among 3 people walking, there must be someone who can be my teacher. Therefore, regardless of who the other person is, you must respect and listen to them until they finish speaking. Don't interrupt or hastily express your own subjective opinion. Those who are slow and relaxed, without much debate, often have thousands of arguments ready to counter the noise of others. They may appear indifferent, but are actually focused on observing and analyzing the issue. People may think they lack ambition, but no one knows they prioritize self-improvement and wait for opportunities. Once they find the right chance, they will avoid the meaningless noise around them and seize the opportunity. They are humble but not cowardly, not rejecting every issue. We often hear that having more friends makes life easier. Somehow, making friends has become an essential part of life. Sometimes, we don't particularly like certain people but become friends with them due to mutual acquaintances. They may be called friends, but in reality, they only eat, drink, and have fun together without genuine affection. When you truly need help, they are nowhere to be found. If you only have friends like this, it's unfortunate. Even if you're surrounded by many, you can still feel lonely. Truly formidable individuals don't care about the number of friends. They focus on the quality of their relationships. If the friendship is genuine, just 1 or 2 close friends are enough. Unlike those who fear being friendless, they can enjoy solitude as they age. As people grow older, they prefer a quieter life with deep inner peace, rich experiences, and a gradually calmer temperament. They seek peace and gradually shed the impulsiveness of youth. Silence is the best way to live independently. When silent, we can think, see through problems, and gain confidence to face social challenges. Silence is the best time to communicate with our inner world, understand ourselves, and determine what we want and have to do things well. When life is favorable, don't overanalyze and forget necessary actions. Maintain a quiet space for the mind to stay calm and clear in all actions. Arrogance only breeds jealousy, creating unnecessary rivals. Adversity can be a grave for the weak, but a stepping stone for the strong. As a slow healer, give yourself time to digest problems. Don't hide and wait for things to pass, nor be lazy or mentally broken. The best solution is yourself. Face it bravely and find a comprehensive solution. Quiet and solitary living is an unavoidable step in growing up. Don't lose yourself to false desires. Only when alone can your body relax and your soul find happiness and peace. Don't demand too much in life. Many people are busy from dawn to midnight to live comfortably, leaving no personal time for peace, reflection, or appreciation of the world. When a person's mind is restless, even opportunities can bring fear and endless loneliness. This quietness no longer brings joy and peace to the mind, but only pain and emptiness. Silence is beneficial when your heart is at peace, your eyes closed to see your beautiful world, not a simple, superficial dream with stacks of bills. At this moment, when you meditate or practice yoga, it helps clear life's dark clouds, allowing your soul to travel peacefully, interact with the heart, and understand your true thoughts. Let life and the divine clock pause life's troubles, listen to your soul's voice, and converse with it. To live a slow, high-quality life, one must have inner peace and strength, making it easier to succeed and be resilient, not easily swayed by external praise or criticism. If you encounter difficulties, panic will only worsen the problem. Learn to control your emotions, take deep breaths, calm down, spend a few minutes alone, and think about the issue. The result will be better than initially. When your mind is at peace, even for a moment, it brings a precious strength, allowing you to see yourself clearly, understand the world, work comfortably, and be productive. In life, regardless of difficulties, if you know how to stay calm and analyze problems, challenges can be resolved one by one, and you can find the best way to eliminate those burdens. Life isn't easy. If in childhood you thought the world was wonderful, thank your parents for protecting you so well. Now, as adults, learn to live quietly on life's challenging journey. Only one person can remain when their mind is disturbed, lacking motivation and effort. Therefore, don't let worries destroy you. Keeping your mind calm at all times and places is the most valuable thing. Part 3. The strength of solitude. Not having friends until the end of life is entirely normal. Don't worry if you find yourself drifting away from friends. Perhaps the distance is simply because the other side is no longer suitable for friendship. Some say that the people we associate with in life fall into two categories: those concerned with life's practicalities and those with a spiritual connection. The first type of friend follows the principle of reciprocity. If you help me today, I'll be ready to help you tomorrow. This friendship lasts as long as neither party takes advantage of the other. But if one asks for help and the other doesn't respond, the friendship eventually fades. Spiritual friends don't rely on tangible things or social status. They pay more attention to the compatibility and harmony between two souls. This relationship can last a long time, but not always. Our thoughts and perspectives constantly change throughout life, and friends who were once kindred spirits may drift apart when beliefs and life views shift. Many think that humans need to make many friends to live a fulfilling life. But if you don't bring value to the friendship, it won't last, regardless of the type. The greatest challenge a person faces is themselves. When happiness comes, you are the happiest. When sorrow comes, you are the saddest. Mature and understanding people don't demand that friends always be there or invest too much hope and energy into friendships. They understand the importance of relying on themselves and focusing on internal needs. Sooner or later, you will realize that the most reliable support is yourself. Friends can help temporarily, but not forever. They might resolve your confusion, but cannot soothe the pain in your heart. So why seek comfort elsewhere? No one will always make your bed or shield you from storms. Why place your hopes on others? Not every grievance you suffer will be understood by someone else. Instead, let all grievances turn into tears, cry it out, and move on to the beautiful life ahead. Not all exhaustion will make someone feel sorry for you. If that's the case, there's no need to always speak out. Challenges pass, and each time you overcome one, you grow. We are no longer children who need to be picked up when we fall or comforted. We must stand up, brush off the dust, and continue walking firmly. We are not the elderly who need someone to fetch medicine or offer a branch for support. We must check our own temperature and then return to work. Don't constantly seek solace by sharing your struggles with others. No one can do what you should do. Don't constantly complain to ease your burden. The joy you seek is something only you can create. When alone, even without support, you must live well and smile to the end. Enduring difficulties alone makes you stronger. After tears have dried, your smile will shine brighter. In this vast world, there is no one else like you. Everyone is busy and tired. No one can bear everything for you or help you all the time. Without money, you can gradually earn it. Without a car or house, work hard and save up. If the job is tedious, persist until the end. If love feels cold, choose to forget it. No one else lives your life, feels what you feel, or knows the challenges you face. Let tears wash away everything. Live life on your own terms, move past danger, and keep smiling. Those who care about you can help once, but not for a lifetime. Women who rely on themselves don't have to beg or be subservient. Men who rely on themselves don't lose their will. Depending on yourself, you can laugh freely and live beautifully. Each of us can be a firm support for ourselves. Embracing solitude is a form of wisdom. Overcoming solitude makes one exceptional. Chinese philosopher Zhuangzi once said, "He who can be alone is worthy of honor," meaning that those who know how to be alone are exceptional and honorable. Being alone here refers to freedom, ease, harmony, and self-improvement, which also means knowing how to live with oneself. You must know that from childhood, we have learned too much about getting along with others, integrating into society, and excelling in the community, but we forget the fundamental fact that the biggest enemy in life is ourselves. If someone can conquer themselves and learn to live with themselves, they can conquer anything. Amidst the noise, loneliness is unavoidable. Many entrepreneurs admit that during their startup journey, they endured long periods of loneliness and failure, only feeling relief with new success. But even with success, as a successful entrepreneur, they still face loneliness in different situations. In an interview with Insider, the world's richest man, Elon Musk, talked about loneliness and admitted that it has been a normal part of his life. He added, "Many times, I am very lonely. I'm sure everyone will feel lonely at some point. For example, when I'm focused on rocket work, in a small house with no dog, I feel quite lonely because I'm all alone without even a dog for company." According to psychologist Satoshi Kanazawa at the London School of Economics and Norman Lee at Singapore Management University, people with higher intelligence have less need for social interaction. The smarter they are, the more eccentric their brains function, making them harder to communicate with others. When they cannot understand others, the best solution is silence, benefiting both sides. This is particularly true for geniuses like Isaac Newton or Albert Einstein, who are always lonely. The problem is they don't need interaction and only care about what matters to them. In other words, they find happiness in solitude. In Zhuangzi's book, The Great Master, he writes about two fish stubbornly staying together in a drying pond, trying to keep each other wet to survive. He suggests that instead of struggling to survive, it's better to let them find a new life in the wide sea and long rivers. In life, having the chance to accompany a traveler for a month, a year, or 10 years is a kind of luck. But ultimately, only you can complete your own journey. You must be the master of your life to live well. As the brilliant scientist Einstein once said, "Those with great minds face fierce criticism from those with lesser minds." A person with a dream, who acts to make it a reality, possessing enough capability and greatness to excel beyond others, must become different. They step away from the crowd lost in trivial dreams like fame, status, diplomas, women, or good wine. The masses are busy imprisoning themselves in small worries. Fearing success is a limited account that requires scrambling and trampling over each other to claim it. Unlike them, the great mind sees the truth. Being different means being lonely but also free. Their talent brings deserved prosperity. A wise person isn't swayed by public opinion. They spend time inventing and creating breakthrough ideas rather than explaining them. The simple reason is they are accustomed to independent thinking, lonely yet valuable. Success comes from their abilities, not the world's opinions. Those who post less on social media are often more conscious. Every talented person needs a strong foundation to withstand the winds in this vast universe. When you know what you truly want and are determined, you won't easily be shaken by others' judgments or lose your way. Support is good, but if not, it's not an issue. After all, life is your own, like drinking warm or cold water, only you know. In reality, those who frequently share their happiness may not lead good lives, and those who don't post aren't necessarily struggling. Posting or not is personal, needing no approval or explanation. If someone hasn't shared on social media for a while, they might have their reasons. Outsiders shouldn't be too concerned because they likely have clear plans for their future, focusing on what they want rather than appearing sociable online. In youth, we crave recognition from the outside world, trying hard to satisfy our vanity. But later, after experiencing more, we mature and realize the world is our own, independent of others. We don't need to become anyone to be liked. If you are kind and willing, people will naturally be drawn to you.
If you find these stories inspiring and they motivate you to take action, please comment 9. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.